101 707 578 6101 or visit us on the web at www.fountaingroveit.com.
Welcome back to the PM show right here on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Michael Horn is out on special assignment. I am Eric Joseph filling in for him, and alongside I have here Jack Hine helping me out.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on in. So you want to get into this Jesse James business?
No, at first I want to talk about the crime you committed yesterday.
The crime I committed. Okay. We'll talk about the crime I committed. And I actually have a story that kind of goes along with this.
Okay.
You know, in Chattanooga, Tennessee, a pit bull, it was like a mixed pit bull, has actually been sentenced to obedience training and must wear a sign that says potentially dangerous.
They sentenced a dog? Can you do that?
It went to court, and the judge said that the dog was a bad dog. Winston is the dog's name. It was a bad dog, and he must wear a tag on his collar that says potentially dangerous. Now, here's my problem with that before I even continue the story is if it's a tag on your collar, that means you have to get close to the dog to read, oh, this dog is potentially dangerous. I shouldn't be this close.
And if the dog is really that dangerous, and I'm an animal lover,
me too.
Put the dog down. I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have.
If the dog has that much potential to hurt somebody.
Well, it did not hurt anybody though. And that's I think why it's still. Then
what is the potential? What did he do?
It destroyed a police car. It actually ripped. You know how police cruisers have the front bumper, but they have like the reinforced steel, so they can actually ram another car if need be. The dog actually ripped part of that off.
Then the dog should wear a sign. The dog should wear a sign that says potentially funny. Because to me, that's funny.
And the dog's name was Winston, so you can't go wrong with Winston.
He didn't attack anybody. The fact that the dog hates cars, okay, now I have a whole different perspective on Winston.
Yeah, and so now I'm saying he took a bite out of crime the wrong way, and there are all little jokes and stuff like that. But that was kind of my setup for this story that I had, because yesterday, as I was driving home, there was a dog. And picture yourself driving. You know, you're going about 35 miles per hour. Actually, about 45, I guess, was the speed limit.
Right. So you were going 55.
I was going 70. And right in front of me, probably, a car length and a half. So think about two cars. Cut one of the cars in half. There you go.
Is it 1.5 or 2?
1.5.
Because I'm really trying to picture it.
Okay, 1.5. We'll go with 1.5. Make it sound more dramatic.
Family sedans?
Yeah.
Okay.
This cute little, beagle starts walking ever slow. I mean, this thing was just crawling like a turtle. Probably.
Anything on its collar?
I didn't.
Okay.
You know what?
I'm just asking.
This happened within 5 seconds, honestly. I'm in the right lane. There's the left lane next to me, which go in the same way, and then the two lanes go in the opposite direction. Car next to me on the left. This dog starts walking in front of me on the right. I'm thinking, oh boy. Slam on my brakes.
Right.
My tires start to squeal. This dog is just looking at me like, oh boy, there is a big truck driving straight for my face.
Okay.
I'm going to keep walking, but I'm going to do it slowly. Continues to crawl along. I hear all these screeches and tires blaring behind me. I'm thinking, oh, God, don't look at my rearview mirror. I look at my rearview mirror. I see this Mercedes-Benz just coming so fast up towards my rear bumper. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to get hit. So I just prayed that the dog was already far enough to the left, got off my brakes, floored the gas, went to the right, just missed the curb, missed the dog. Dog was fine. I looked in the rearview mirror as I see 3 cars just start piling into each other. The dog is safe. Dog ran off. It was obviously scared because of the noise, but I saved the dog's life pretty much, because if I did not move, I would have gotten hit and probably hit the dog.
Right.
So I saved a dog's life.
That's very dramatic.
But 3 cars got totaled in the mix. But
did you pull over and find out if everybody was okay?
What could I do? I mean,
give them CPR.
Well, everyone was fine. I mean,
how do you know? Did you get out?
So. Yeah, when I was driving, because I drove back just later on to make sure there was an ambulance.
You fled an accident. There was an ambulance there?
There was an ambulance, but I'm sure they did as a precaution. I did not.
That's not a precaution. Somebody was injured.
But it's not my fault.
Did you give the dog CPR?
No, the dog was fine. Dog ran off.
Did you check? You should have chased that
dog.
No,
I saw the dog run off.
You should have given that dog CPR.
Just like the man that the drunk man that gave a dead possum CPR.
Exactly.
And also a seance, which I thought was kind of nice of him. But anyway, so that was my story that I saved dog's life, ruined 3 people's cars, but
the dog's fine.
Dog is fine.
Okay.
Dog is A-okay.
I don't have the details, but I know that Sidney Poitier got in an accident today. I saw it on TMZ. He had a Porsche with his Mercedes in Beverly Hills. I'm assuming he looked fine. He was walking around on TMZ.
And if you drive a Porsche, then you can get another one.
He was driving the Mercedes. But yeah, you're right. The guy he hit or who hit him, everybody looked fine. I don't know why it was news. So back to Jesse James after
Yes.
because you fled the scene of an accident. You're probably wanted. So if they come and take you away before that, we talked about the photo that's going to be in Us Weekly that has been leaked today, which if you haven't already seen today, you will see everywhere.
Yeah, it's going to be plastered.
We talked about it yesterday. Jesse James pulled over by the CHP. They talked for a while. They let him go. He was pulled over because he had no front license plate, tinted windows. But he had a long conversation with the officer and told them he was on his way to save his marriage.
Right.
We didn't know the details. We speculated he was on his way to see Sandra and plead his undying love. And all those hookers and porn stars I were with, they mean nothing to me. You are the only Oscar-winning actress I want, which is true.
Wait, he said that to the officers?
No,
he said
that was what we were speculating.
Okay, yeah.
Ends up,
I got you.
That is not the truth.
It's
he
not.
was on his way to sex rehab.
Right, that's the big thing that came out today was that Jesse James has now enlisted himself into rehab.
And you know this is a popular thing to do. Tiger has been allegedly in sex rehab since he crashed into a tree.
And 2 months later, he's now playing golf.
He's playing the Masters, but I think he was going from his press conference back to sex rehab. So I think he's only out of rehab to play golf and to practice, but that's where he's been, as far as I know. Jesse checked himself into a rehab facility in Arizona. Let's see if they give the name. It says for personal issues. They told People magazine he realized that this time was crucial to help himself, help his family, and help save his marriage.
This time.
Right, this time.
Because Sandra Bullock is the highest paid
actress.
Well, highest paid actress, but also his highest paid wife that he's had so far. So he probably doesn't want to let that go.
Well, he makes as much money as her. I don't think
True.
this is going to be a financially damaging divorce. It's more. I'm worried more about her image when what happens to this, and that leads me to my question. Should she take him back? Do you think she'll take him back? What do you think is going to... He's going to rehab here to, as he told the CHP and People magazine, to save his marriage. Do you think there's any saving this?
I don't. I honestly think, cheating to me is a big thing. I know it's a big thing with you too, but I think if you cheat once, that's pretty much it. You're going to do it again. And especially that now that 4 women have come forward and said,
and if there's 4...
I've also slept with Jesse James, then this guy's got either an addiction or he just really does not seem to think he's ever going to get caught.
Right. Now, what's the phone number?
Phone number for here is 1-800-336-2225.
Because if you have an opinion on this, let us go. Because I think if she stays with him, it damages her career and makes her look like an idiot.
That's a good question. Should Sandra Bullock or even, Elin Woods?
I think Elin should have gone. I think they have done women a disservice. They make women look weak. They stay with these men. This is a man who allegedly put ads looking for... And here's the quote, hot tattooed biker chicks with big boobs out there so that he could have them come to his shop and then have his way with them.
There you go.
I think that these women, Sandra has to divorce him.
Yeah, well, I agree with that. I think, I think health-wise, don't do that to yourself, Sandra. To any women.
Health-wise? Explain. You mean the risk
if you take him back, you're going to be watching everything he does. I mean, if I had a wife and she cheated on me.
Mentally, you mean mentally,
I would
it's
not
never
take her
out of your head, right?
She cheated on me once, she'll do it again. I'm taking her back. We're still married. We still love each other. But deep down inside, I still know that she's running around with other guys. So I'm going to be watching, and it's just going to lead to more paranoia. It's going to lead to more of a strenuous relationship between your wife and the husband. I just...
Not to mention the potential health risk she has been put at by the opportunity now to contract STDs.
True. That also.
You sleep with a chick with tattooed forehead. I'm not convinced she's clean.
She also has white power tattooed on her back. But also, the whole professional side of it, too. It's going to hurt her image in the media. Maybe not getting another gig doing, movie acting because she's a great actress. But it will affect everything about her.
I think she has come across as a strong businesswoman with a lot of, with a very intelligent, strong businesswoman. And if she takes this back, it ruins all that and makes her look stupid. I think if you take Jesse James back, you look stupid. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. What's number again?
1-800-336-2225.